So, the wonderful world of the SUV. It's a big, all-wheel drive, unnecessary vehicle. I mean, it's not unnecessary, let's be real. The cars are very practical. Big boot space, can hold a lot of family members. But they're big, they've got unnecessary all-wheel drive, they're unnecessarily heavy, and they never really have much power. That is, until now. The 2018 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Now, there's been like 3 iterations of the Porsche Cayenne before this, but this one, is it better? Now, this came with one of the car packs into Forza Motorsport 7 very, very recently, so I thought, you know, we've not done many SUVs, so let's go check it out. And this, well, we'll get into it in a bit. The Porsche 2018 Porsche Cayenne Turbo, if you want to purchase this car, it costs around 220,000 credits, which is unnecessarily expensive. If you compare this to, I mean, the likes of the Land Rover, which costs about 400,000, yeah, that's unnecessary as well. But then you compare it to like the Cadillac Escalade, which is only about 80,000, and vehicles like that, is it the Touran in FM7 Volkswagen Touran or whatever it's called, that only costs about 60,000. And there's 220,000, so do you get any bang for your buck? Well, with this, you get a 550 horsepower, 567 foot-pounds of torque, twin turbocharged 4-litre V8. So, lots of power, lots of torque, sounds incredible, but you've got to lug around 4,796 pounds, excluding the family members and the luggage. Now, that's the base weight, so 4,796 pounds. If you're putting, you know, your obese family, which you're going to need for this car, your pets, your luggage, if you go out like shooting or something, that's going to bring you up to easily about 5,000 pounds. And then you've got like 100 horsepower for every 1,000 pounds, which is a little, it's not very good. I'm not going to lie, it's not very good. You have 285s on the front, 315s on the rear, and road tyres are standard. Now, like I said before, this is all-wheel drive and also it's front engine, so you don't really need tyre widths to give it grip. It's got enough grip through, like, acceleration through the all-wheel drive. And the tyre widths do obviously give it a lot more grip, a lot more than you expect, which is good if you want to go off-roading with this thing, which I don't know why you would because it's a Porsche. I mean, yeah, it's kind of built to it, but look how low it is compared to some of the other SUVs. You don't really want to take this thing off-roading, you just want to take it onto a mildly leafy road, and then that's about as far as you'll go with this car. But saying that, it goes from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, 0 to 100 in 9.5 seconds, 60 to 0 on 134 feet, 100 to 0 on 330 feet with a top speed of 183 miles an hour. Now, all of them might sound like numbers, but what they are is incredible. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. That's faster than some sports cars nowadays. It's faster than the likes of. It's nearly faster than the Lycan Hypersport, which is 3.4 seconds to 60. That's incredible. I mean, yeah, the Lycan's rear-wheel drive and this is all-wheel drive, but that's where this car really excels. It's got incredible acceleration. The brakes are phenomenal. 60 on only 134 feet. Most hot hatches nowadays, which weigh like half this and are going about half as fast, have double the braking distance. That's just incredible how good this thing is to brake, and 183 miles an hour is the top speed. Well, if you're going to be doing that, then all your chandeliers and everything will be shaking around and braking in your car, but hey ho. Anyway, let's get on to the real test. We're going to take it to the drag test to see just how fast this car actually is. So, all-wheel drive, 550 horsepower. I mean, it weighs a lot, so you would really, all the cars we've tested this against now would be putting up against the Audi Q7. But this car got an incredible time of a 12.012, which is the exact same time as an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, or however you pronounce it. It's exactly the same time and puts it into 15th place, and it is actually faster than the Formula E by 0.2 seconds. Anyway, we took it next to Maple Valley, because what don't you do with an all-wheel drive SUV? You don't drift it, but for the pinnacle of this series. We're testing these cars, reviewing them in all of their different aspects. So drag, drift, race, well, hot lap technically, but you know, that's where we're heading next. And we give ourselves 15 minutes to take this car around to get its fastest, well, its highest lap record for drift score. Now, previously the Q7 got a lap of 24,041, so we was expecting somewhere around there, because drifting all-wheel drive is very, very easy. All it is, power, come into a corner, rip the handbrake, full lock to whichever way the corner's turning, and then halfway the corner, full lock to the other way, and just power all the way through, and it'll just correct itself. Simple as, right? But the issue with this car is it is incredibly grippy. It is so grippy, in fact, that drifting this thing was... This is like the second to last lap I got in the 15 minutes. It's just so grippy. It's incredible. I mean, yeah, I lost it a bit there, so it doesn't really show the grippiness, but it's just astounding to try and get this thing to slide. Now, the other all-wheel drive car that's at the top of this list, the best drifting all-wheel drive car I've took around so far, is the Nissan GT-R Track 17 one, which is 20,067. Now, would we expect it to go around there? Probably not, because that was a sports car with actually a bit, only like 100 more horsepower, weighs a lot less, so supposedly should be easier. But I mean, once you get this thing into a slide, it might be hard to get it into the slide. Once you get it into the slide, it just slides, and if you just have power on it, it just spins all its wheels up, so that's pretty good. And we nearly rolled it, and I did throw it into a wall. But the lap that we got with the Cayenne, the Cayenne was a 26,852, which puts it into 7th place, which is just behind the Nissan GT-R in 6th, which is 1,400 points ahead, and behind and in front of the Audi RS7, which is in 8th place by 1,400 points. So it does fit that market very, very well. Now, this is what we are truly here for, the lap, to test just how well this thing is on a racing game, because why would we need this if it doesn't race? And this is where I discovered a brand new thing to this Porsche Cayenne Turbo, which wasn't on the old one, and that is active aero. You'll see it coming around the around the Dunlop curve in a minute, which come around the S curves, and coming on the S curves, it is very understeery. I'm not gonna lie, you just can't get the power down very well because it just understeers out. But if you look at the top, at the back in a minute, you'll see a bit of aero come popping out. Yeah, there you go. Is it out yet? No, it's not out yet. It's gonna come out in a minute. No? Seriously? It's not going to come out? Maybe it knows that I was racing it, so it didn't come out. But yeah, there you go. It's come out. Yeah, this thing has active aero on the back, and it looks stupid. It looks unbelievably stupid. I'm not going to lie. I mean, this car, it looks good. Just, you know, I don't really think it needed the active aero. And we're coming up now to the uphill hairpin. This is where most cars get uncovered. And as you can see, it's spinning them inside tyres up, coming up the hill, and that wasn't good at all. Now coming up to turns 12, and this is where you'll see the active aero really digging the back into the ground, keeping all tyres on the floor, and making sure we just have grip. And I suppose that's one thing that really wouldn't help drifting is the active aero, because grip is not what you need. In fact, I mean, I do grip drift the most, but it's not really good for this car. But this car does look cool. That angle there is pretty good. And now we got the active aero coming out. You see right at the top there. I don't know what that's about, but we've got the massive acceleration now. This thing accelerates really, really quickly down this back straight to around about 150 miles an hour, which is faster than a lot of the cars can get around here. And it's very, very planted along this corner. And now up to the Casio triangle, where this thing will really, really excel because the brakes are incredible. The four-wheel drive acceleration will punch out these corners incredibly quickly. As you can see, we're going around pretty fast, a bit of understeer into the second to last corner, and now we're coming up to the final corner now, and we just accelerate, 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 and now power all the way down to the line for us to get a lap time with the 2018 Porsche Cayenne Turbo of a 2:36.226, which puts it into 14th place. which is a second behind Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, and a second in front of the Lancia Stratos HF Group 4. Now, let's be honest, we weren't expecting this thing to face up against the Quadrifoglio. Like, I love that car, and I didn't think this car would be any close to it, but it is. It is an incredible car to drive. I have obviously seen the stock, I've not tuned it in any way. The only issue is with this car is the understeer. It just doesn't really steer too well, but other than that, it is an incredible car to drive, and it does look pretty good. It is a tad expensive for what this car gives you, but would I buy this car in Forza Motorsport 7? Well, the honest answer is I would only buy it if I was going to go for a 100% car collection. I wouldn't really buy it for fun. Now, I would usually buy the F-Pace or a Land Rover Range Rover Sport or something like that, which is cheaper and you can get more power out of in the same class. So, would I buy this car? Not really, because it's free and because I've got to do the review series. Of course, I was going to buy it and show you guys. But if you've enjoyed, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more car reviews on the channel. We'll be getting more than one out a week because I know you guys all love these and I really enjoy making them myself, and they're just a lot of fun. So, comment down below what car you want to see next and your opinions on this Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Was it really necessary to build another one? I think the old one was perfect. I don't really think it needed changing, but apparently Porsche thought it did. But yeah, anyway, that's it from me. TMD's Hyper, signing out.